What's up, everybody? Another wonderful Monday night of Chewing the BBQ Fat. Man, I missed y'all last week. I was out in Las Vegas. I got to spend a wonderful time with my bride. We went out there in the afternoon for the weekend, and I had to stay out for work. Man, it sure was good to get away. It's always a good time. Getting ready for the Royal, getting ready for all the craziness of the second half of the barbecue season. Baseball starting back up. It's about to get crazy. It always is, always does, but we love it. We love everything about it. We are 2 weeks. No. We are 2 months away from the Atlanta Barbecue Store Classic, and I am so excited. Teams are coming in. Still looking for more. We're at about 56 total, which is pretty awesome. We're stoked about it, but looking forward to seeing how many more people can come in and sign up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. Share everybody. Let everybody know about it. We'd love to have everybody. We'd love for it to be. It is going to be a world championship, so there is that. So you got to make sure you come, be a part of it, have a great time, and we're going to have a ball with everything. Baseball is getting fired up for us. Mike has got his first tournament this Sunday. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. And then the Royal. Finally, you all know how I feel about the American Royal, the biggest, baddest barbecue contest in town, in the world. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be a great time. And that kind of introduces me to my guest tonight. Barbecue has been able to, it's let me meet some of the best people in the world. We're blessed. We're blessed to be able to know a lot of good people. And I tell you what, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of guests on the shows, and I can't wait. Looking forward to tonight's show. But before I get into that, like I said, make sure you sign up for our contest. Make sure you. Trying to think. Ellen gave me a list of things I needed to talk about, and I got to make sure I take care of all my bases. Get your orders in. If you do need anything for the Royal, go ahead and you need it shipped, order it now. Don't wait. Ellen's leaving on Wednesday, so we're not going to be able to ship anything. Don't wait. Go ahead and get it other. But if you do forget, we've got you taken care of tonight, and I can't wait to talk about that. But anyway, that's enough of me. It's been so much fun to watch our barbecue teams, ABS teams, killing it, continuing to smoke it out there on the trail. Robert smoked me silly. Dude hasn't cooked in a decade. Goes out there, gets a grand. It's amazing. Not really a decade, but he hadn't cooked in a while. And then our boys down at Baxley, Georgia, swept it 1-2-3. Frank with Yes Dear, killed it. Joseph with Smoke Show Mafia, killing it. Mark, there he is. What's going on, Mark? Mark with Maya Jane coming in third place. I tell you what, just doing a great job. We had other teams all over doing well. I know Buddy did really good. But anyway, man, it's awesome. So proud of all of our teams. I know I missed some, but it's been great. Looking forward to it. Mark, hope you're doing well, buddy. All right, that's enough of me. Nobody cares to hear about me, but I just feel like I got to get some of that stuff out of there. Everybody's here to talk to the guest, right? Tonight's a great one. I'm really excited about this. Heard about Chris for a long time, how great of a guy he is. And I've had the pleasure of getting to meet him, talking to him. And it's just going to be it's going to be a fun time. This guy does it all. Not only is he is a legit top contender in barbecue, killing it out there on the barbecue trail. He's got a couple great barbecue stores, Proud Souls. We'll get into that. But overall, just a wonderful guy. Wonderful guy. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on. Looking forward to it. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to chew the fat. And we're going to just have a great time.
Yes, sir.
Before we get too deep into it, go ahead and let everybody know. I try to give an introduction to you, but I probably didn't do as good of a job as you would like. So why don't you go ahead and tell a little bit about yourself to everybody, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir. Yep. Chris Webb, Bushmaster Barbecue. I'm the chief cook for that competition team out at Denver, Colorado. Been doing KCBS for about 5 years now. Kind of operate all throughout the Rocky Mountains. I head east, I head southwest, I go north, I go everywhere, man. And I'm just happy to meet all of you guys as I continue to expand and travel. Been 22, I think, this year. Just got back from saluting with Smoke, which is up in Illinois, in Yorkville. That was an awesome contest. So great. I'm a veteran. I had to coach veteran teams, and it was just great to see the camaraderie, great to help support that community of vets that desperately need our help, right, as cooks and mentorship. They love the process. They love everything. And now I'm back in Kansas City. My trailer's in the shop, and can't wait to get back after it.
Man, I tell you what, you just won a contest not too long ago. What, a couple weeks ago?
Yes, sir. Yep. I went up to Montana. So if you've never cooked in Montana, I know for a lot of this audience, man, it is far, but buddy, you have to go. I promise. Just beautiful skies, great people, scenic views, and they love Bushmaster food. So I can't.
Well, they love it. What is the secret that Bushmaster's doing? What is it?
The secret is high elevation cooking. Knowing that, and I always thought it's funny, that's a question I get a lot or asked a lot as a cook is, how do you do it? Is it intimidating? Is it not? I think it's not, but I remember when first time I went to the Southeast or just east as far as Kansas City as a newer cook, and I was cooking at, 600 feet, something you guys are totally used to, but I'm used to cooking at 6,000 plus. And I mean, the same questions you have about going where I'm from in Denver, Colorado, or even more north, is the same questions I have for you guys. I'm like, dude, it's like cooking my backyard, right? But that's it, man. Come out, see us. We'd love to have you guys, dude.
Man, that'd be awesome. I'd love to go out there. Never been able to go. I'd love to. We'll see what happens. All right. So we all know you're a great cook. Your competition barbecue team, top notch.
Yes, sir.
How did you get involved in Proud Souls? When did Proud Souls open? Like what?
Sure.
How did this start?
Yeah, great question, man. So Proud Souls Barbecue was opened in October of 2017. And basically it was started, so I'm the COO of that company, but it was started by my boss, Tony Roberts, who is not from Denver, but was in Denver before I was. And so he came up with this concept, wanted to bring, competitive cooking, elevate backyard cooking, if you will, target the backyard plus guy, right? Because there's only so many comp cooks, and I feel like we all know them, and they're all probably going to be in this chat at some point. But how do we got tired of just barbecue being underserved, right? So he came up with this concept, Proud Souls Barbecue, which I always get the question, where did that name come from? What does that mean? We like dirt country, like red dirt stuff. And a guy named Jason Bolin came up with this great song called Proud Souls. And if you've ever listened to it and you've ever met me or met Tony, then it'll definitely resonate with you. So I came into the picture actually a little bit later. I came in late 2018. I'd been out of the military for a few years. I was kind of hanging out, cooking barbecue in my backyard. And then a job opened up at a couple other retail stores. So I just went, worked, hung out, whatever. He came to me with this concept. Hey, this is what I want to do. And I said, buddy, I can shorten the learning curve, right? Which is what I think barbecue is all about. Brian and I have talked about this. He's got his barbecue company. We have ours. And that's what barbecue's about, right? It's like, let's elevate people. Let's help people. Let's shorten the curve. There's enough business for all of us throughout the country, much less in one region, even one town. So I think that's what it's all about. And I think we've done a very, very good job, or I like to think that, of bringing that to our community. For sure. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how this whole thing has started tonight is you're helping me out. I'm trying to help you out. And sure.
And so last year, I guess, or earlier this year, y'all opened a place in Kansas City.
Yes, sir. Correct. Yep. We opened that one. So we opened one in October of 17, which is the flagship in the heart of Denver. Then in 2020, we opened another one in the suburbs of Denver. we were kind of worried about it cannibalizing. Is it going to cannibalize stores? And what I found, if you ever lived in a metro city, the people that live up north don't go down south. The people that live on the west side don't go to the east side. There's pockets, right? And we found that our second store is 9 miles from the original location. And business is actually elevated, right? For sure, because not everybody wants to go to the city. I know I don't. I'm a country kid from Alabama. You know what I mean? I never left Daphne, Alabama. We didn't go to Mobile. We didn't go to Pensacola. We stayed on the Eastern Shore. And that's very, very true with our business. But yet, like you said, Brian, expanding to Kansas City, people are like, weren't you a little bit nervous about that? And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's what business is about. That's what life's about. That's what friendships are about, is pushing that envelope. But we felt in our minds, Kansas City being the hub, I wanted a place to operate out of, which has worked out well. But let's put it right there in the middle of it. And right now we're sitting about 10 miles away from the American Royal, talking about that. We're about 6 miles from the Kansas City airport. So it's nice just to catch people on the way in, catch people on the way out. And if I could help you guys in any way, I'd love to.
Awesome. So here we are, guys. The Royals coming up next week.
Yes, sir.
You're going to forget stuff. When you get out there, you're going to forget things. We know that. I've told all of my teams, hey, guys, go support Chris, Proud Souls. Go help. Like, he's committed that they've got a lot of stuff. They've got everything you can need for your comp. They're going to have it. If you get out there and you forgot to order from Atlanta Barbecue Store, we get it. We understand it. It happens to all of us. I'm headed out to Proud Souls when I get up there to go pick up product. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So what is the process, Chris, that people, if they forget something, where do they go? What should they do? Who do they ask for? What are we at here?
Yeah. Raise a red flag, man. That's it. You can find us. You can reach out to us on social media. I know a lot of you guys have my direct cell phone. Hit me up at Bushmaster or Chris Webb on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, and just be like, yo, I'm going to be out there from Wednesday until this thing ends Sunday night. Once again, like I said, our store is so freaking close. We also do e-commerce stuff. So if you go to ProudsOulsBBQKC.com, you can purchase everything there, request in-store pickup, or my guys leave and deliver it to you at the American Royal. Just need your site number, need a couple different things, but yeah, we'll get you squared away. But I want you to come to the store, right? But another thing, we're barbecue forward. This store, we're the only Yoder dealer in Kansas City, which has been huge for us. Exclusive on workhorse pits. Those are brand new. They're out of Georgia. They are badass. So stop there. We got Prairie Fresh Butts. We got Primes. We got 22129s. We got 4288, whatever all these SKUs are. We got Snake River Farms Golds. We're happy to help. We got the ribs. I got Allegiance Durox. We got, if you want it, I guarantee you we'll help you. Let us know. Give us your specs. That's huge, because Brian and I were talking this week. I'm out here all week. Me and Richard Fergola, my director of marketing, we're going to be going hand pick. And we want you guys to have the best product possible. I mean, that's it. If it doesn't make the cut, if I won't cook it, you won't see it. And that's a fact.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then it's easy, like you said, it's easy to get to.
Yeah.
Go in there. You don't have to have reservations. You don't have to have ordered. You don't have to order everything. There's products there. You can go shop off the shelves, correct?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, our showroom is roughly just shy of 4,500 square feet. So it's wall-to-wall seasonings, meats. You let me know, hey, man, I don't need it this week. I've already got my royal meat, but I'm going to Pusa Q, right, the next week, which I know a lot of us are going. I'll be there too. And if you're flying in or don't have the room, buddy, load it up in my trailer, and I got my deep freeze, I got my refrigerators, I got my Yetis, and then I have zero problem bringing it down to you. Not a problem at all.
Awesome. I get in touch with you. No, I'm just kidding. I can't wait for the other one. It's going to be a blast. we got the Royal coming up, then we got Pusa Q coming up. It's going to be awesome. And then the Jack is the weekend right after that.
Yes, sir.
Some random dude, Wes Garrett. I think it's West Garrett or somebody like that.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know. Poor guy drinks more coffee than it. Have you seen, like, he always worries about the name being wrong, right? Have you ever seen what he's ordering? Have you ever seen such a frou-frou drink ordered? I mean, I get it. No wonder they're calling them West or something else. I mean, he's going for a cherry caramel. I mean, just some kind of off the wall drink. I mean, I think I'd mess up his order too if I was going. I mean,
Probably got Malibu rum in it or something.
oh yeah, yeah. Who knows? Yeah, something. Well, it's got to be the White Claws. He's
Yeah.
got to have something with a White Claw in it for sure.
Yes, sir.
That's what he's all about. Yeah, Wes, you're wrong. But anyway, what's going on, Tony? How you doing? Good to see you. Frank, way to go. Congratulations again for this weekend. Good job. Frank,
Yeah, nice work.
Bagsley, Yes Dear Barbecue. Him and Chad smoked it. Did a great job. Proud of them. It was a good contest. All right. So what is your favorite part about the American Royal, Chris?
Man, I'm a Thursday night guy. I think we all are, right?
Man.
Worst part, getting in. Worst part, getting out. But Thursday, I live for Thursday. That is it, dude. It is off the chain.
Thursday's great. You got the pork chop, the pork tenderloin sandwiches, and then you got the hot dog social at Snake River Farms. Right?
Straight up.
And I mean, it's just a great time. And then everybody's just partying. And then
you got the Blues Hog party too.
The Blues Hog, yeah. This year, if you're a member of the barbecue league, you get to go in there, and they've got a concert this year.
Yep,
it's gonna be awesome.
Bubba Sparks.
Tenderloin is on Friday. Chris Schaefer said tenderloin is Friday. Okay, my bad, Chris. You would know, big boy. My bad. Sorry. Could have swore that was on Thursday, but it's on Friday. Chris is getting me in line, and I do appreciate that. So, am I right? Is Chris right there? Thursday?
Yeah, he's right on the Iowa Smoky D's.
Okay, all right. Well, Thursday night is still a blast. I mean, it is.
Thursday night, yeah, blast for sure.
And then, to me, I don't know if this is a new thing or not, but to me, it's a new thing. This year, Friday night, there's another big party going on.
Yes, sir. Yep. Over at our spot, we got Garage D in spot 394, 395, 396. It's a 60 by 120 space. So it is massive. People always ask me, are you guys having another party? Yes, no, right? But we did a big one last year. And you know what I found it was? It was fun, but it was expensive and there wasn't a lot of barbecue involved, right? So we're going to be showcasing vendors. We're going to have Yoder Smokers out there, Gateway Drums, Royal Oak will be out there, Snake River Farms, Prairie Fresh. We're going to be starting with a podcast roughly around 1 o'clock. Just kind of intro on the Royal, just kind of behind the scenes. It's going to be awesome. And then we're going to transition into just basically a barbecue emporium, right? It's kind of my thought, a barbecue playland. So there'll be bites going around all day. Hot Souls, we also brew our own beer. It's called Golden Souls. It's a golden ale. We'll be passing that out. Boom, boom, boom. It's all free. And then that night, we're going to be doing this new special with the Barbecue League called Friday Night Bites. So it's going to be awesome. We're going to have some local radio show hosts. They're going to be the competitors, right? Brad will be covering all of that. We got Fergie on one side. We got Brad on the other. They're going to be bantering back and forth. We got Tim Shear. He'll be out there. Sterling Smith. We'll also have Fred Robles. So they're going to be coaching these guys. And then we've got Travis Clark as a judge, and we have Tuffy Stone as a judge.
Wow.
So it's just going to be fun. We're going to have some unique grills. They got to cook one Snake River Farms product. They got to cook one Prairie Fresh. Go head to head. We're just going to be having bites and beers all night. It's going to be awesome.
God, I can't wait. And it'll be a good time.
Yeah. And it's free to get into, you know what I mean? That's the deal. I don't care what hat you wear, what shirt you wear. I mean, this is just barbecue forward, okay? That's what it is, just bringing guys and girls together, having fun, showcasing some stuff, getting some good bites, and then just heckling these pit mashers as they're trying to coach these radio guys. It's going to be awesome.
Can't wait. A lot of fun. It's what I love about the Royal. There's so many things that are going on in the Royal that are just fun. I mean, if you're into barbecue, I've always said it. If you're into barbecue, competition barbecue is your hobby. It's your thing. There's so much going on in the Royal all the time. Every night there's something going on. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night is you got the awards and the Hall of Fame and all that kind of stuff. Then Sunday all day, and then you got to get the heck out of Dodge, right? It's going to be, but it is an absolute. I cannot wait. It's a blast. It's going to be a good time. I mean, we get to see Blaine Hunter's going to be out there. I mean, how often is that? It's not every day that we see Blaine Hunter. Love that guy. He's over there with fat jokes with poor Chris. I mean, I don't know. You got to be fat, Chris, to have a fat joke against you. I don't think that's the case.
Hey, Schaefer, I went to his restaurant the other day. I told him, man, we were at the KCBS Invitational, and we're sitting there at a coach meeting. And I look across the way, dude. This dude looks like Brian Urlacher, dog. The dude slimmed down, man. He's looking. They're going to call him Skinny Smoke. That's what I told him.
I know, right? I mean, he's doing great. I love it. It's awesome to see. I mean. But anyway, I can't wait. I get to see a lot of people. You get to see a lot of people. It's hard to see everybody. It's hard. Like, I mean, you got people all over the country, right? And this is their opportunity. What's your favorite memory from the American Royal?
Yeah, last year I got a 180 brisket last year. I got a reserve too, but I thought in the Invitational that 180 brisket was like, it was only a fifth. But,
right.
I mean, just to see it get rewarded and obviously going back, getting on, hold up the square trophy and getting on the big stage, you're always down there standing on your stupid number, looking at the guy up there, but it was nice to be that guy for once. Probably won't happen again, but
I know, right?
But yeah, I'll take that any day of the week, man.
That's so cool. There's nothing like being on that stage. And I mean, 2 years ago, my youngest son got up on stage. Last year, my older son won the state contest, and then we ended up getting to got a third place brisket. It was so cool getting up on stage. I mean, it was like, man, I just remember sitting there thinking, I was like, I'm never going to make it up on that stage. And then, sure enough, we got a call and got to go up there. That was one of the cooler moments, and it was my first 180 ever. So that was
wow.
really cool too. But it was great. I mean, I can't wait. So other than the Royal, what is your favorite part about competition barbecue?
Man, I like, for me, I think the cliche answer is be like, oh, to see all my friends, man, that's cool. But, if you do this enough, I see you every week anyway. So I want to see somebody I don't see all the time.
Right.
But for me, it's watching dudes, all these great cooks in this chat operating at such a high level. And then knowing that most weeks, you can be competitive with them. And what I do think is cool is the friendships we build. And then whenever I'm struggling on something, like I had a bad chicken problem for like six weeks straight, man. And it's reaching out to people and saying, and having the mutual respect to be like, I'm not out here looking for something for free. Right. I'm not trying to do anything. We've all been there. Raise the red flag, man. And just the genuine feedback that people give you, and they're so willing to help, man. It's like, you know what? One day, who's in here? Jordan?
Yeah.
That janky leg chicken is going to fall off one day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just the way it works, right? And he's going to have to reach out, or he's just going to have to do something, or anybody else, it's whether it's brisket, ribs, pork, whatever it is. I mean, it's cyclical, right? What starts one at the beginning of the year, maybe it's not the way it ends, but having those people in your back pocket who are equally respect you and will ask you a question and know that you'll get a fair answer to me,
right,
is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, George's in here. He had another good weekend. I know Brad granded with where y'all were, right?
Yeah. Shocker.
I don't know if he didn't, but his team did.
Yeah.
And then Jordan got a grand over there at Jay Cordy's, Jay Labello's contest, or not his, but the Cordy Meats contest they had. He won that one. And then look, there's Bill, my man Bill with Triple H. He's on here too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's kind of funny to see all the guys that are in here on this chat and going back and forth every week. And then you watch them and you just watch the domination. I mean, every one of these guys in there,
it's impressive,
are able to do something. Kenneth, how you doing? And Chris, it's very rare that somebody comes on and says hello to me. When it's pretty neat. Everybody always comes on and says hello to my guest, and I always have fun with it. I always have a kick. I'm like, look at there. Guys, and they don't even know I'm here. Kerry, what's going on, my man? Kerry Cheston, he had a grand, not this weekend, but last weekend. That's been coming. It's just been awesome to see. I mean, it's so cool to see everybody do so well and helping each other and genuinely being excited. We all want to win, right? Like we all want to win, but it's so cool to see somebody do well.
Yeah, and I look at the folks that are in here. I mean, how many of these guys, are restaurateurs or have different barbecue businesses or just different businesses in life, man. And that's the cool part is you can't tell me that these guys aren't bouncing ideas back and forth off each other. I ask people for help all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Brian, how do I build out my e-commerce, section?
Right.
Hey, how do I improve a brick and mortar? I mean, it's that's what it's about, man. Like, literally.
It's all, I mean, it is. It's all, how can we help each other? Because like you said earlier, we're all in this thing together. Like the bigger barbecue gets, the bigger it all is for all of us, right? Like, I mean, it only helps each and every one of us.
Yeah, because guess what? We all had jobs before this. So if we don't continue to do that, we'll be right back. I'll go back to the Army. I'll go sit in Afghanistan or something for like 5 years. I don't want to do that, man.
I know. That's what it's all about. I'm sorry. Steve, no problem. That's what we do. If you're headed out to the Royal and you need something and you forget to get it from us, Chris or one of his dudes from Proud Souls, they'll bring it to your site. They're way better than we are. But if you're smart, you would go ahead and just go straight to the store and pick it up from the store. That's what I would do if I was in everybody's shoes. I would say I would just go straight to the store and pick it up that way instead of having to go through the hassle of everything else. But hey, that's all good. Oh, good. Well, we'll come by and see us. We're gonna have a good time. I can't wait to.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna try and do something. I don't know what we're gonna do. It's not anything big and exciting as what y'all are doing, but we're gonna try to do a Chewin the BBQ Fat show. Don't have all the details set up yet, but we're gonna do a Chewin the BBQ Fat show live. We're gonna try to have a live audience and all kind of fun stuff while we're there.
Very cool.
At the Royal. Just try. We can't keep up with y'all, but we're just gonna do what we're just gonna try to have a good time and
hell yeah.
show off. But
I'll swing by.
Awesome. Oh, Steve Smith is coming to the store too. Coach is in the house. All right. I can't see who I cannot see who's in the chat, so I don't know who Coach is, but glad to see Coach in. So all right, what's next, Chris? What's next for Bushmaster Barbecue, and then what's next for everything else?
Yeah, next for me, I got to get my trailer out of the shop. So we were up at saluting with smoke, man, and we did a Friday night rib burn. Trailer's running. We're plugged into shore power, whatever. And then I go back. We cooked with the veterans all day, which was exhausting but rewarding. Brad ended up winning. Shocker, Air Force. We took reserve. Marine Corps went last. So if you got any Marine Corps vets, talk to your head coach, Fergalicious. But and then when I go back to cook the 4 meats, show up at 4:45, get in there, go to turn my lights on, nothing.
Oh,
I don't have anything. So if you guys know me, I'm not the handy guy, right? I'd rather just support the population and let them figure it out. There was nobody there. So now I drove it all the way back. I have no trailer brakes. I sound like Wes Garrett, right? He never almost goes to a contest.
Every week.
Every week, man. So
I wasn't going to, but here I am. I did it. I went ahead and did it.
Yeah. So that's first and foremost. And if that works out, I'm going to Shawnee, Kansas this weekend. Cook down there, American Royal. Like I said, guys, I'm going to be in store all week, picking through all these meats for you guys. Make sure you get the best product in it. Cook the Royal. I'm from Daphne, Alabama. I'm going to shoot down there, go see my man, Kevin Green. I'm an A9 brisket cook. So I got some stuff to pick up for him. Head to Pusacue, head back, reset at my mom's, and then head up to the Jack. Drop a trailer in Nashville, fly back to Colorado for a few meetings, fly back and hit Gay Lakes, Virginia, and be done with this.
No, at the end of the year in November, Atlanta Barbecue Classic. You just need to stay down there and just leave it down there and come on down.
Which week is that though, for real?
November 8th, the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you got that open.
All right. I got World Foods in mid-month, and then me and Brad are going to Costa Rica to teach a class there. So we got a busy couple weeks.
You got plenty of time to come in there and win your grand. It's cool. Sir. I mean, get the year started off right, and it'll be great. I think that'd be a good thing to do.
Yeah, I agree, dude. We'll see if it's in the cards, brother.
Yeah, I hear you. What's up, Stand Up Nutsky? How you doing? There's a PSB party down there. I don't know where the party is, but it sounds like a fun time to go to. Do you know where that is? What he's talking about? There's a P. I don't know.
Oh, Proud Souls Barbecue Party. Yep. Spot 396, Stan.
Yeah, okay, that's y'all's party. I was thinking Friday Night Bites. That was in my mind. That was in my head. That was the party name. So, Proud Souls Party. Thank you, Stan. You're
Yes,
on
sir.
it. I'm not. He's the man. There you go. That's why I'm just the little host of this dollar store show that we do. So anyway, what went into what's going into the planning of this party that y'all decided to do? Is it as much of trying to show off the products y'all sell as anything, and just like let that, because you've got all kind of stuff, and I think there's a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of public coming to this thing. That great way to get your eyes on it.
That's the thought, guys, right? And that's the part of the Friday. You know what I mean? Like Thursday night is for us, right? Sure. Friday night is for the population, and as a new business or a newer business in Kansas City, it's really just getting eyes on there, and then just having something fun for us. You know what I mean? I don't want to have this crazy drunk fest. Like I can do that, but I get myself drunk. I don't need to get the rest of Kansas City drunk. You know what I mean?
Right.
What it is, let's just have we're going to have some new pits out there. I will tell you this, that no one else has seen before by one of our vendors. So it's going to be live fire. Things are moving up and down. And really just to have fun and showcase, 1, the barbecue league, 2, our business, and then 3, our friends, which I think is cool about barbecue is looking in this chat. I see all these great cooks. I see guys that have seasonings, who have sauces, who have that stuff. Incorporate them into that. Let them speak their product. And once again, really, really just kind of raise all ships.
Man, proud to know y'all. A lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's so cool is you don't care that I'm there. Like there's no. I mean,
yeah.
Of course we're competitors because we do the same thing, but it's not like that to me. I mean, if anybody knows us in the barbecue world, they know that we're here to help anybody and everybody, and we know that other people will do the same for us. So I mean, I'm not. It's so cool. I love it. I love to see what's going to happen. It's going to be a great. I just hope that everybody that forgets stuff goes to your store and buys things. And there's other good stores out there too. Like
there's a ton of great stores.
And great people. You know, I mean, we're friends. I mean, you got Kansas City Barbecue Store. You got American Fire. You got there's a lot of good stores out there. What's up, Fred? How you doing? But you know, if you're not, just go. I mean, I would go see everybody. I mean, it's an experience just going to see these stores. You know, I mean, we don't have this kind of stuff.
Right.
Now we're in the talks and hopes and plans of thinking about possibly doing something like this. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's in the cards or not, but it is kind of cool to see. I love going to stores, just going and seeing what everybody's got and what their stores are like. So yeah, I mean, you're like a kid in a candy store going to all these different barbecue stores.
Yeah, definitely. That's the beauty of KC, man. Is there's so many badass stores. American Fire, like you said, KC Barbecue Store. I mean, us. I mean, that's the cool part is, and the cool thing is everybody's doing something a little bit different, right? And so I enjoy stopping in places every time I go travel somewhere. If there's a place there, I'm there. You know, if I can get an idea of this guy or that guy, I walk in, give them a little bit of money, walk out, meet a couple new friends, and I'm on my way. So I think definitely. But yeah, American Fire, they're probably 30 minutes from us. So if you're coming from the east, stop in, see them. You got to hit them, hit us. If you're down south, coming from south to north, stop by KC Barbecue Store. I think let's showcase what Kansas City is and why the American Royal is such a great contest and why it's in Kansas City.
For sure. Flying in, if you're one of those flying in, might as well stop at the restaurant and the airport, right? Like, I mean, I think
100%, man.
Go ahead and say hello to them. They'll be there to see you too. All right. Speaking of stores, one of the reasons I always like going to Kansas City, the Kansas City barbecue store, is because of Oklahoma Joe's right there beside there.
Sure.
What's your favorite restaurant? And I know I'm putting you on the spot, and I probably shouldn't. But what's your favorite restaurant there in Kansas City?
Dude, I tell you what, I think we all know who the players are. I'm going to go the other route, and I'm going to talk about a couple people maybe you haven't been to their place that I think do an outstanding job. One closest to the contest or closest to my store or the airport is going to be Scott's Kitchen. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. It is lights out, awesome. He does a breakfast menu. He's got a nice habanero or ghost pepper sausage. Excellent. Harper's Barbecue is another good one, more Texas style. He does a good job. Chef Jay's, I know you've probably seen a lot of their stuff. They're huge on social media. They have a spot in Kauffman Stadium, but then they also have a pop-up they do. It's more Texas style. So if you like a bark brisket, something like that, that would be awesome. So go ahead, get that savory barbecue in before you eat maple syrup all weekend long. But those are some of the sleepers that maybe you haven't heard of that I think you guys would definitely enjoy.
Nice. Scott.
Yep. Scott's, Harper Barbecue, and Chef Jay. And obviously Slabs, Joe's KC, all these other guys, definitely anchor points in the KC barbecue community. But those are some guys that are on their way up, and then maybe you heard about it, maybe you haven't, but definitely look at those guys for sure.
That's great. I'm not all those the ones we always go to. I haven't heard of any of those, so that's going to be something that we can try new. I mean, last year we went to Q39. That was great.
Yep.
And then we also went to Joe's and all that kind of stuff. But I can't wait. We're going to try to find something new. And that's what it's all about, especially Wednesday night. I feel like Wednesday night, come in, get everything squared away, try to get all of our errands done, and then go to dinner. Wednesday night seems to be something that we always like try to do.
Brian, I'll tell you this one. Here's one you need to put out to your audience, right? And see what kind of feedback we're getting there. Where's the liquor stores at in Kansas City, right? Let's say you're flying in. Let's say you're driving in. Where do you guys go? Because I'll be honest, in the north part of where we're at, there's not like this huge mecca of them. I think Hy-Vee is like a legit one. But yeah, ask some of these guys. I see a couple guys in here from there. I see Joel Fleetwood. See Brad Colder. Yep. So I say Hy-Vee, but that's always another good question that I get asked a lot, and I have yet to find it.
I thought Hy-Vee was like a store, like a grocery store type thing. Is it not?
Oh no, it totally is. But they are well equipped, sir.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. So if you're on, let's get it on. I know Dave. We just got David's attention. He's ready. He's asking everything now.
Yeah. Smoking Magic Trailer. I will attest. But you're gonna have 6,000 people in there, and your old lady's being there pouring all those Bloody Marys for sure. Total Wine just opened. Really nice.
Shipping liberally, but Kansas is going to have the most liquor stores as the laws are different. Okay. So what is the bet, Joel? If you were to go to
Joel likes a good drink.
Yeah, if you're at the store, Hy-Vee is a good option in the Missouri side.
All right, so I'm not too far off.
All right, so it sounds like Kansas. Kansas is the side with all the options. So if you're looking for that good option, stay away. Go outside of the Speedway. Go outside the Speedway, and where is the best place to get the best? And I'm assuming you're looking for what are we looking for? Bourbon? What are we thinking? Bourbon, whiskey, tequila?
Well, tequila, maybe. Yeah, something light.
Something light. I mean, that's another great question. What is the drink of choice? If you hit that, like, what is it that you're going to be sipping on? I know. We all know Wes Garrett's going to be sipping on White Claws. Like, that's a given.
True.
What is David going? He's the greatest bartender you've ever seen. He'll be at our place doing some stuff. I think the Coens will be transporting across the state lines from Tennessee. Good. What is it that you drink? Like, what is your drink?
Yeah, my business partner's in the chat. Tito soda, 2 limes, single short. So I actually have a T-shirt that I had somebody make for me, and it says Tito soda, 2 limes, single short. If I have too many, you don't know what I'm saying, then I can just point at the shirt and everything's good.
I mean, it's like a marketing perfect. I love that. That's great.
But then remember, we also, especially at our party, we do make our own beers. So what we do with that is elevating other local businesses. We do a team building exercise every year where we shut down our stores, take our team in there and go through the process of making barbecue, right? or I'm sorry, making beer, which is very similar to barbecue, right? It's a lot of cleaning. It's a lot of hurry up and wait. It's a lot of drinking. It's a lot of team building. So we do that. We're bringing one full pallet of cases with us. And like I said, it's called the Golden Souls, and yeah, take a photo with it, tag us, do whatever. We don't sell it. We just hand it out, man. Just give it out to friends and family, and what better way to spend the weekend?
It's gonna be great. Go to Garage D.
What's that?
It's Garage D.
Yeah, yep. Spot 396, Garage D.
Garage D. John Atkins got ginger and bourbon for smoke and brew. There you go.
There you go. Nice.
There you go. Nice. All right. So, what does the rest of your week look like? I mean, I know you got your contest. I know you got to get ready. When you take away Proud Souls, take away the Roy. This is Bushmaster Barbecue going.
Yep.
What does your week look like getting ready for a contest? I mean, what are you going to do getting ready for this week and then getting ready for the Royal as the cook team, not as the store owner?
You got it, man. So prime example, I rolled back in today from that Illinois cook. As soon as I got in, start cleaning that trailer. You know what I mean? That's first and foremost, clean the trailer. Once I do all that, do the dishes, do all the dirty work, reset everything, go ahead and clean my cans, etc. Get in there and I start sorting through my meat, right? So we do buy a lot of meat. And luckily we do have staff that just handpicks all that, just like a restaurant guy, right? Comes through. Briskets are the last thing that I touch just because those don't arrive till Thursday. Usually I'll have them dated. I let them wet age. I pull 3 weeks from pack date, which is a question I get asked a lot. And then once I trim those up, I'll go ahead and tag them and then I grade them. So I know if I'm going here and this guy's going to be here, I put A+. I might write a contest name on there, but I'll let those briskets sit in there once they've aged for that 3.5 weeks or whatever it is. I'll sit them in there for 6-8 months. I could literally care less. Right. That way I can just pull. Chickens trim week of. I've tried to freeze it, but if that cryovac gets compromised, then obviously it'll freezer burn a little bit and it'll change the texture of that mouthfeel. I cook an Allegiance rib. I buy those Proud Souls Barbecue or direct if you have a restaurant or something, Performance Food Group, or if you have a business. That's what I choose to cook. I find that their 3.5 and downs are the right size, right finish. Case of 12, typically there's 8 that I can cook with. I do cook four 9-bone racks on that, and I typically turn into 4 and 4 box. But 8 chicken thighs, 4 racks of ribs.
You cook
8 chicken thighs.
That's it.
That's it, man.
That's good. That's amazing.
I'm not a good chicken cook, but but I'm also too lazy to cook 16.
What about are you doing the wings yet? Are you on that wing train?
I'm not on the wing train, man. I need to be because I'm going to the Jag, but
yeah, I'm not either. But it's it seems to be
out there, man. Yeah. It's out there. I've had a lot of good wings. I had really good wings this weekend. Sterling Smith, he cooked those up. He did a thigh and wing box, and they were.
I'm telling you, we did our chicken show early at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything that we had anything to do with it. Zero. But not many people were cooking wings at the time. You had Sterling cooking wings, and you had people playing with it, and at the Jag. And after that show we did, I've seen more and more people talking about, you know what, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to try it. And they're getting out there. And wings,
sure.
thighs and wing box seems to be taken off everywhere. And it was interesting. We had Sterling come on and he talked about wings. And it was the thing that everybody was asking questions about. What do we do? How do we do it? What, if you've missed it, go back and find the chicken show that we did at the beginning of the year. And it was phenomenal. The chicken has to talk to you. There's always that. But I'm telling you, that was a show that if anything has ever seen move the meter at all, I want to say something that show was one of those that people that were on the fence were like, you know what, I think I'm going to give this a try. Sure. I know down in our area for sure. people were like, I'm just going to try and see what happens. And sure enough, man, it's been taken off. And Carrie's legs and wings.
What are your thoughts on, and I'll ask this, I've seen Carrie's been running legs and wings or wings every week. What's the move, right? This is something I'm teetering on. So I do cook thighs. Do you turn in 6 thighs and 1 wing? Right? Forcing them to the thigh, which you're comfortable with. I mean, what are your thoughts, Brian?
I don't know. I only cook wing. I mean, I only cook thighs. I can't cook thighs good enough to do anything. So like that's my only thing. I'm like, if I can't cook a thigh, I can't cook a wing. So I stick with thigh. But I've got a lot of friends, man. I've got a lot of friends out there that are doing both, and they're putting in they are beautiful boxes. I actually cooked with one of my friends earlier this year. He cooked wings and thighs, and man, those wings are good. They're so good. But they do the 6 and then
sure, yeah,
the 6 across. I mean, to me, I think I'd do. Jordan said, I heard 6 thighs and 3 wings work at the gym. I don't know if I'd take his I don't know. 6 and 6 seem to be the number that everybody's doing.
Right.
And I think for one, it just looks good in a box.
It does. It looks excellent.
I mean, it's amazing looking box. But I cannot, me personally, I can't give any, I've never done the wings. So I don't know. But to me, I like the 6 and 6. I like the 6 thighs down the side and the X and them down the middle.
No, it looks clean. I see Kenny O'Shields in here. We're friends, and he sent me a picture of his wing box or what he turned in, and I was like, "Damn it, boy!" I said,
"Yeah." I'm telling you, man, Kenny has been killing it. Kenny is, I mean, we're blessed to have Kenny and Melanie be one of our teams, and this is the year that they've just gone off and caught fire, and they're doing amazing things. I mean, they're great guys, great cooks, great everything. But yeah, those boxes that he's turned in have been hard. Chicken Fry's had a hard time fitting 6 wings.
Well, it's because his thighs are as big as his head, man.
Yeah, half chicken these days, right? No, I mean, yeah, I think that's part of it. You have to look at what's gonna fit in the box. So you can't have thighs that are this big, like Bill gets. I mean, he is from Texas, so everything's bigger in Texas, right? Of course, Texas.
Hell of a chicken cook, man.
Jordan, what do you do? So you say you tried the 6 and 6 but couldn't make it work, so you improvised. What did you do, Jordan, to improvise? How did you make the chicken box work? That is the question that we've all got, right, Chris?
Yeah, no, 100%, man.
That's what's so great about this show. I ask as many people in the audience what they say as I do my guests, so it's kind of fun. What other questions do you have? This is great. Let's see if we can get the people involved more.
Yeah, 100%, man. I like that. I think the brisket's right. That's honestly my strongest category. I'm a damn good brisket cook. But let's see. You thought I was flying? 6 times. This guy won't even tell you where he's going to cook this weekend. I don't trust him on the chicken box.
Oh Lord, I'm with you, Jordan. He says they say they're doing 6,003 wings. That's interesting. Because in KCBS they only have to take one sample. They don't have to try both. They can pick whatever they want to. So I mean, if somebody wants a wing, they can get a wing. Jordan, I'm listening to everything you say. It's cool. I'm not quite at Chris's level here at the barbecue cook. I'm just one of those, bottom tier guys. It's kind of cool, but we have fun.
He says, good luck then. So here's the deal, Jordan. You're going to come cook my chicken for me at the Jack. How about that?
Now we're talking. I mean, I think done. It just happened here on Chewin the BBQ Fat. Jordan with, he's coming. Janky Leg, the Janky Master is going to come in there. That's going to be the team. The Janky or the Bush Leg. I don't know.
The Bush Leg.
We should make this happen. Pour more salt into it. I didn't make it either, but I get to go. I'm going to go cook with my buddy Robert. Smoke me silly. We're going to go cook together. We're going to have a good time. Let me rephrase that. We're not cooking together. I'm going to be hang out with Robert. He has already said he's cooking mine. Man, Jordan, for a guy that wasn't going to the Jack, he's helping a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're knocking on the door all the time, trying to knock Brad off. I mean, and he's going to be there. He's going to be right there at it. The janky bush. There you go.
Yep. I like that one.
Too funny. So I'm sorry. Jordan replied back to the chicken thing. What were you saying about janky fried? What were you saying about the brisket? I'm sorry. I get all confused. I get all carried away with the comment.
No, yeah. Going back, and I think a lot of times it's crossed my mind. I only turn in slices, you know what I mean? But since we have so many celebrity judges, I mean, is it worth a shot, with a burn in? I mean, that was another thought I had. I'm not going to do it, but it crossed my mind, and someone quickly talked me off that ledge. So I'm curious.
I've had that conversation a lot. Like, don't turn in burn-ins. Like, it only costs people. Anyway, the question could be, do you turn in slices of the point? I mean, that's the other thing that you're going to see when you're going to get some of these celebrity judges and some of that kind of stuff is, I know if I go to a restaurant, I want the point side. I don't want the flat side. There's a lot of people in the public that want to try that. So a celebrity judge, what do you do with that point? Do you make burn ends out of it, or do you do something completely different? There's always that to think about when we have these. That's been a question I've asked is, why don't we turn in slices of point? Who knows? I mean, I know a lot of these Wagyus, they're almost too fatty, but who knows?
Yeah.
Like have you turned in a slice point before, Chris?
Nope, I never have. Maybe on my first contest, and I thought I was slicing the flat, but it was actually the point, but not intentionally. No.
Not on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose.
No, sir.
Oh Lord.
Well, Bill Purvis said he's sending them if they're good. So, and he's not lying. And he does a great burn in.
Oh yeah, Bill. I mean, Bill's awesome cook. Awesome. I think he's our TV representative these days for the barbecue world. Just does a great job. Sorry, guys. Janky H is already in the works. Bill, I don't know what this is all about.
I don't know what just happened to Brian. We're going to do what we want to do, guys. So, haven't cooked them all year. Don't expect too much bird. I'm with you, man. What about at the Royal? Man, I've been fortunate enough to walk every time in the Invitational I've been, which is like 4 or 5 years in brisket. I've done it. I've done burn-ins. I've done not burn-ins. Last year's 180 was straight slices, but Brad, I run straight points. Yeah, you do.
Oh. Sorry, I was messing with the cord on my camera and it got messed up. Brad runs straight points. I'm with you, Brad.
He did, man. I had his brisket this weekend. He ran straight point.
Who did?
Brad.
He ran straight points this
straight
weekend.
Point.
Awesome. What did he do with them? What was the presentation?
You gotta ask the man. I just had one that was sitting on the drum.
That's what you did, and you beat me.
You beat me. Not on the same table, sir. Again, but you're still ahead of me in points. So.
Oh Lord, you know what Chewin the BBQ Fat Brian is on. It's not the Chris Webb show. I would let Chris take it. Take the show. Let's roll with it. I'll just sit here and let you do it. It's great. It's a great time here on the Chewin the BBQ Fat. It wouldn't be a normal Chewin the BBQ Fat if I didn't do something to screw it up. Joel hasn't cooked what all year? He hasn't cooked.
Burn-ins.
Yeah, the only reason I cook a point is on my and obviously you don't have to because Brad and some of these other guys. I do the point that I do it for airflow on the drum. So I mean, that way because if I were to leave it open, it gets way too hot on one side, so I have it on the drum, and that's my way of keeping the airflow the same. But I always cook it, and I don't ever do anything with it. So anyway. Going to run straight decal. There you go. All right. So what else? What is your pork like? Since we've gone over chicken and brisket, what is Bushmaster's pork? What's your best category? I should say.
Not good. Brisket's my best category, dude. Yeah. Right now I'm at a point in pork. I think I got it figured out. So I'm going back to pull. I started the season with pull, went straight burn ends, and now I think it's kind of switching back, in my opinion, or at least where I've been at. So I will definitely be doing some pull, just with medallions.
Okay. So you're gonna do.
Yep. Be pulled bacon, some tube, and then I'm gonna smoke show it at the end.
Man, that's gonna be great. So you're not one of these guys that's like only turning in 6 pieces of money muscle.
Not intentionally, no, sir.
I'm with you. I mean,
The key is the smoke show at the end. You got to put the butter all over the fire. You need this. It looks like Hiroshima. Yeah, I want it smoking.
You want it smoking. That's what you're going for.
Yes, sir.
Put that dirty smoke in there and just roll.
Just the last while I'm kind of setting the sauce right before it hits the box, dude. I want it dirty.
Now, see, I don't know if I believe that or not. Is that true?
I swear, man. Ask Brad. He's seen it.
Okay.
He saw it this weekend.
Okay. Awesome. And then what about ribs? Last thing.
Yeah, ribs, man. I'm a peachy peach guy, dude. I love peachy peach and maple syrup. I think they pair well together. A little bit of apple juice, and that's going in my wrap, and it's predominant. I use a lot of maple syrup like we all do, but I probably run 6-8 ounces of that peachy peach in there, and I love it, dude. Love it. Only on ribs, but not in my pork. But yeah, I think it's excellent. And honestly, since I kind of switched to that, my rib scores have definitely elevated this year for sure. He was, man. They were. No, those dude, they weren't Chicago hobos. Those were Air Force veterans, dude.
Those are your people, right? That was your group.
Yeah. That was Tyler Wolverton cooking with you.
So tell me a little bit about that contest. I've heard a lot of great things about that contest. Tell me a little bit about that. What, like, I know we're going over a little bit, but once again, just see if so everybody can. The fire department showed up. What's going on with that?
Yeah, man, it was legit. Like I said, that contest, the attention to detail that those organizers put into it. I mean, there was a camera everywhere you went. So, like I said, they paired myself, Brad, Fergie, Sterling, Lee Hickle, all with
Lee was with the Coast Guard, right?
Yeah, he was in a Coast Guard. So we all went out there and did that stuff, and we couldn't touch anything, which was the cool part. We could only coach these folks. And they had this little jail over here. So if you did so I'm trying to box, or they're trying to box ribs. And I'm like, no, turn it the other way. Go like this. I'm like, God damn it, And finally I just touched the box and spun the box. And, one of the refs were like, you're in jail, dude. So I was the first one to go to jail, right? Typical. So I started asking these guys to put money on my books so I could get some commissary while I was locked up. But I think I was over there 15, 20 minutes. And then right after that, Sterling went and Brad went. And it was just a good time. And just to see those dudes come together and just and come up with it. But the coolest part was the MRE challenge. So they give you these 2 MREs. I got stuck with tuna fish and something else, and ended up making a taco out of that. But it was just cool, man. Chicken was fun. It was just kind of more or less what we do every weekend and week out. And then we also did a rib box, typical, and then they give you the MRE box. Just to see the creativity, like the Navy guys with Sterling, they did brisket egg rolls because they had a brisket MRE, and they kind of just really, really kind of seared up, like an egg roll. And dude, it was hands down awesome. But yeah, just a great weekend. And then we finished it off with a pure pork dish. Pork anything goes. My group did a pork pizza. These guys, Brad, I don't remember what they did, but yeah, we just it was just an awesome time. And then those guys got a golden ticket to World Foods, right? So those dudes were super stoked. To see the opportunity they had there and just to hang out with us. And it was a lot of mentorship on a personal level.
Just those guys going.
That's a great question. I don't know if he's going, but somebody's going. I can guarantee you that.
I think that's awesome.
But it was awesome the whole weekend. So great cooks out there, and it was just a fun time of camaraderie and just hanging out. And to hear those guys, all those pit masters are talking shit to each other, but to hear the branches really kind of get each other rattled, brought me back to my time in the service, and I was getting involved. So it was cool, man. It'd been a while.
That's awesome. All right, so let's go back over. We got Friday night, all day, or Friday night, or all day Friday.
All day Friday. Yeah, we'll be starting right around 1 or 2 with some small bites and stuff like that. Come by, check out Smokers, talk with folks. Barbecue League. We're gonna be doing a round table with them right around 3 to 4, and then we'll have the Friday night bites starting immediately after that at 5. Like I said, come by. I know Fred's gonna be involved. Brad's gonna be involved. A lot of other great pit masters. Like I said, Sterling. Travis Clark, if nothing else, go watch him destroy these dudes' food as a judge. Watch him and Tuffy Stone play off of it. But yeah, let's have a good night and get some sleep and get ready to go win an invitational.
That's right. And then, if you get out there, you forgot anything. Proud Souls, Kansas City.
Yes, sir.
You can go there. You don't if you go online, you can pick it up online. I'm just going to say that. I'm not even going to tell you about the delivery option.
Yeah, please no. Please no.
That way you can go ahead, because I know what's going to happen. Just go ahead and go see the store. Go support them. Go support the local guys. Go in there and stop by. And I know, Chris, you would say the same thing. Go in there and stop by and see Greg.
Yep.
American Fire. Go in there and see Kansas City Barbecue Store. Just go in there and say hello. Appreciate what they do. And let's support barbecue and all that we can do and grow this thing as big as we can and support each other.
Yeah, well said. But yeah, let us know, like Brian said, if you want really, really good meat, man, send me the info, right? I mean, if you want a heavy point, if you want a thick flat, but I mean, let me know your specs, whatever. Once again, I don't mind carrying stuff down to Pusacue for those of you guys down in that region that want to go. I think I'll be pulling in Thursday, early afternoon sometime. I have zero problem doing that. Pay at the shop. I'll tag it. I'll throw it in my trailer, and I'll see you down there, guys.
Perfect. Don't ask for anything better than that. That's almost as good as Atlanta Barbecue Store service. I'm just saying.
Can't win them all, brother.
Anyway, thank you so much, Chris, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brian.
No problem. Looking forward to next week on Chewin the BBQ Fat. As we get ready for the Royal next week, Robert with Smoke Me Silly is going to be coming on. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a fun time. It's going to be a great. Y'all come see us next week on Chewin the BBQ Fat. Hope you have a great week, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Everybody.